Hi, my name is Rajwinder Singh, and this is a master's project ITECH7415 group number 1. We are building an anxiety testing application for a client IT lead company. It's an anxiety testing app which helps the user to take assessment and measure their anxiety and stress levels. And this app gives solution to overcome the anxiety. So in this video, I'll be talking about my individual contribution to the app. So basically the very first thing I did in the application is coding. So I'll be acting as an backend developer in our project. We are two software engineering student and one ERP student. So we are two software engineering student will be responsible for UI design and coding for our application. We will be using, we used Flutter SDK, software development kit, and Dart as a programming language. So we have used Dart because it is a very to the point application with a very simple syntax. It's a perfect choice for the beginners like me to choose a programming language to compile an app. So we are using GitHub for the version control. So the very first thing I did is coding the login page. I have coded the login page and I made a sequential diagram which shows the functionality of the system. And after that, and it was a part of sprint 1. And in next task I did in this is to ensure all the functional requirements of the application is working and coded well. It is also a part of sprint number 1. So after that, I have also made a sequential diagram for sign up process and coded the sign up page. The next thing after the sign up page is I did created a functionality or a rule to check the strength of the password. So the password should be more than 8 letters, including a special number. And after that, I created a sign-in method for email verification. So you have to verify your email to log into the application. The next thing I did is coded the UI for sign up screen. After that, I have coded all the animations, all the styles which are presented in our application. So this is basically what I did in sprint number 1. So I have worked almost like 28 to 29 hours in sprint 1. So now let's talk about sprint number 2. In sprint number 2, I built a UI for homepage with the navigation for heart rate management and breathing exercises. So this did I have consumed like 5 hours for only this task to done. So everything worked well. After this, I did created a UI for question page with a question option is shown. So the question page is provided by our client. The questionnaire is provided by our client. So I've imported that questionnaire and created a UI page in the app and linked it with the Firebase storage. So we are using Firebase storage. And after that, what I did is I have created a submit button to submit all the answers. And after that, I have coded the heart rate measurement functionality along with the UI. And this is all part of sprint number 2. After that, I have coded the breathing exercise measurement functionality and the UI as well. After that, I have created the DFT for breathing exercise functionality. So I have created an animation like we see in the Apple Watch for the breathing logo, inhale and exhale type of thing. So after that, I have generated a business role, and I have also developed functionality and developed code. After that, I have designed system models, sequence diagrams, and UMLs for our application. After that, I have created a ER diagram for the system. I have designed sequence models for the system. After that, I have developed functionality that everything in the code is functioning very well in the app as well. So in the next sprint, I have spent almost 7 days and completed like 12 to 13 tasks for the group. And after that, in our final sprint number 3, which is completed on 10th of June. So in this sprint, I have implemented the UI design for whole the app. The designs is made by the other group member, whose name of group member is Sukhpreet Kaur. So I have implemented all the designs in our app. So after that, what I did is a user can view his or her score percentage of each test after the test is submitted. The next thing I did in sprint 3 is created a UI for the solution page. After that, I have assigned this functionality to all the test solution pages. After that, I have created a UI for graph insight. After that, what I did is I have created a UI for graph insight page. And the next thing I did is in the sprint 3, I have created a UI for bubble graph insight. In this, a user can see his or her progress in the bubble chart thing. And then I have created a filter option in each analysis group where a user can select daily, weekly, monthly option for analysis and tracking his progress. After that, I have hosted all of this dashboard on the web. After that, I have generated a business role. So this sprint is our last sprint. I did link all the pages with the database and did coding of all the app. So the app is ready to deploy in Android and iOS. So sprint number 3, where is sprint number 3 and sprint number 3, I have worked for almost like 7 days. I've got 9 tasks to do. We have managed to do everything at time. So our project is now complete. So this is the last video I'm making for our project. This is Rajvinder Singh, UID 30379427, group number 1. Thank you.